If you still believe that building extra income begins with a flash of genius, free time, or luck, you're trapped in the same mental prison that keeps millions locked in financial stasis. The truth is that extra income doesn't start outside, it starts within. It begins in the way you think, in the habits you repeat every single day, and in the quiet discipline you cultivate when nobody else is watching. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, made this crystal clear: a lack of self-discipline is the major reason why people fail to achieve success. Wealth is born from a mindset with a clear purpose, unwavering faith, and daily routines designed for growth. The difference between merely surviving and truly thriving lies in the invisible mental systems at work behind each daily choice. You might tell yourself you don't have time for a second income stream, that you lack fresh ideas, or that you weren't born with the right advantages. But look closely. People with the same routine as yours, sometimes fewer resources and less support, are creating value, learning new skills, and monetizing talents. Why? Because they've activated an internal structure few understand, the habit triad. Every habit, good or bad, follows the same cycle: trigger, routine, reward. This framework governs habits that create scarcity and habits that build financial freedom. Imagine your daily trigger is waking up tired and immediately opening social media. Your routine, 40 minutes of mindless scrolling. Your reward, a momentary relief from anxiety. This habit steals your chance to grow. Now change the cycle. The trigger stays the same: you wake up tired, but you've programmed your phone to open a financial education video. Your routine becomes 15 minutes of focused listening to content that sparks ideas. Your reward is a feeling of clarity, a spark of motivation, a vision of what's possible. This small adjustment, repeated every day, can redirect the course of your life. Hill understood this power. He may not have spoken in the terms of modern neuroscience, but he knew that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You become what you think about most, and habits are thoughts acted out daily with emotion and faith. Pause and consider which habits you repeat that undermine your prosperity, and which new habits you can install to make room for extra income. This isn't about grand ideas, it's about dedicating 30 minutes of your day to studying a high-value skill, making it a habit to connect with people who are where you want to be, and turning your spare time into profitable time. You don't need to start with something massive, you need a small but intentional system. Those who try to do everything at once burn out. Those who install a simple habit with a clear trigger, routine, and reward build a second income almost without noticing. Picture this: the trigger is the end of your workday. You shift from your commute into a focused mindset. Your routine is 45 minutes creating content about something you know well. Your reward might be a growing audience, a sale, or a compliment. That feeling of progress releases dopamine, fueling real motivation. It transforms side work into personal achievement. And none of this requires money to begin. It starts with a decision, the decision to install a mental system that lifts you up while most remain on autopilot. Hill said, self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you try to reverse the order, starting with a plan or income without first strengthening your mind, you'll always feel something is missing: motivation, time, or energy. But when you begin with the right mindset and habits, everything else flows. Consistency, not perfection, is the key. Who is consistent in the invisible reaps the visible harvest. So the question isn't how to make more money, but which habits and systems you need to install so that extra earnings become inevitable. Choose one habit that strengthens your mind for action. Choose a small project you can nurture every day. Choose a compelling reason to keep you standing when fatigue hits. Because in the end, it isn't talent that builds extra income, it's well-nourished habits, directed discipline, and unshakable faith in what's possible. Most people don't have an income problem, they have a routine problem. You can work hard, meet deadlines, be dedicated, but if your habits aren't tied to asset building, value creation, or opportunity making, everything you do stays locked in a closed cycle you reinforce each day. Hill reminded us, success is the direct result of applied effort in definite plans. That truth separates those who earn just enough to pay bills from those who create genuine income streams, even starting from zero. It's not luck, connections, or technical skill, it's the invisible habits that shape your day, your emotions, your focus. Here's how to begin installing this constructive self-discipline. First, define a fixed time each day. 30 minutes is enough to work on your extra income. Pick one clear action per week to repeat until it becomes automatic. Set up a small reward system so that your brain links discipline with pleasure, not punishment. Remember Hill's warning, what you do habitually determines who you become. Once you see discipline not as a limitation but as liberation, everything changes. Discipline frees you from doubt, from waiting, from the belief you need perfect conditions. Every habit you form for extra income starts with the same triad. Your trigger could be your morning alarm, a coffee, or a phrase you repeat to yourself. Your routine is the action, study, produce, market, sell, regardless of your emotional state. Your reward can be something symbolic, checking off a day in your calendar, celebrating a small streak, feeling the pride of being in control. Over time, the reward becomes the real financial return of your consistency. Ask yourself now, what automatic decisions shape your day that keep you from making more? The decision to consume random content, to postpone learning, or to delay the project you know you should start. These choices seem small, but they shape your reality. Replace them with triggers that activate growth, routines that align with your income goals, and rewards that feel like real progress. Persistence transforms desire into reality. So persist when you're tired. This is just habit installation in progress. When nobody notices, the roots of your new reality are growing. If this message resonates, write in the comments, not just for me, but for you. Discipline sets me free. That's more than a phrase, it's a silent vow to your new mindset. From now on, every choice you make must reflect this oath. Because extra income isn't about earning more money, it's about proving to yourself you can create, sustain, and expand your value. The choice is before you, and your new destiny starts with the habit you choose to repeat today. If this touched your conscience and you know it's time to act with maturity, intention, and consistency, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let's grow together.